to the channel. If you guys are returning, welcome back. So let's get straight into this chilling chat today. I know you guys have not seen me in like 2 weeks. I just been handling life, a little busy. Okay, so don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. I do have a quick message for you guys this morning. Okay, happy Thursday. Happy Therapy Thursday. I hope you guys had a great week so far. I hope you're getting your mind right today. I believe yesterday or today, it is definitely a full moon in Taurus and Gemini. So the things to watch out for this week, or you guys may notice a influx of communication between people who you guys are not talking to, people who you guys have not spoken to in a long, long time. You may have this influx of people calling you, texting you, like old friends, old classmates, old co-workers, family members you guys feel estranged from. They may have a reason to reconnect with you at this time, but communication may be a little flighty. You understand what I'm saying? So the Gemini, and I did get a card out of the Heal Yourself deck, and it says, say what you mean, okay, and mean what you say. Some of you may look at this communication as being really crazy or abrupt, or not saying abrupt, but sudden. Okay, it's a sudden change in your normal routine. Some of you guys may not like it. Others of you guys may, I would say, expect the communication between this person you have not spoken to in a long time to kind of go a little off track. Okay, you may even fear disagreements, or you may feel a little bit of turbulence within the communication with that person. Okay, but it's not as bad as you guys think it may be. As long as you are staying truthful, you're staying very respectful during the communication, you have nothing to worry about. And something is a heavy emphasis right now at this time to say what you mean and actually mean what you say, and don't go back and forth between ideas or what you guys really mean. Okay, don't add to the confusion, specifically if you know this person is prone to maybe misinterpret your words or misunderstand you. So some of you guys are going through like relationship issues, say in your relationships with family, friends, and stuff like that. People who are close with you, intimate relationships. Look at the Taurus as being very intimate, really hands-on, being sensual. Sometimes people will coincide sensuality with sexuality, and it doesn't have to, mean because you are being sensual with someone or intimate with someone that you're being sexual. No, we definitely can build intimacy and sensuality with different connections in our lives with people who are, not attracted to us sexually, or we're not attracted to sexually. But if you guys understand what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. But I'm definitely hearing that the communication between you and other people, specifically people you guys are intimate with, or you guys have had an intimate connection with, as long as you stay respectful, as long as you stay, I would say, factual in your communication and not allowing your emotions to take over. Okay, something about staying logical. All right, not allowing your emotions to control or dictate what you really mean and what you really say. Okay, so if you guys want to say something and get it off your chest, say something, get it off your chest, but do not go back on your word. Do not change your word, because it's just going to create more confusion, if you guys understand what I'm saying. Okay, if you have negative feelings or fears about communicating with certain people you guys haven't talked to in a long time, try to calm your mind and calm yourself before you have those conversations, because it's not going to turn out how you guys think it's going to turn out. Okay, you guys are kind of allowing your fears to overtake you. Okay, making you worry for nothing. All right, I'm definitely hearing that when it comes to love relationships, because I was shuffling through this deck. Okay, through my mini tarot. Yeah, I got the world in reverse, and most of the time the world upright means, ending of cycles. Hi, Sasha. Good morning. Happy Thursday. So usually the world upright is cycles, closing, and stuff like that, endings. But in reverse, something is kind of stopping you from ending something. Some of you guys have open conversations. Okay, you guys haven't finished. I'm hearing unfinished business. So if you guys are seeing like people coming back to you at this time wanting to reconcile, it's not because they want to, get back with you or anything like that. Some of them will, but others of them definitely want to hash out and kind of speak their mind. They want to say what they feel like they want to say. Once again, like I said, if you guys are fearing that the people coming back may have bad things to say, or they may trigger you to say something, that you don't normally say, or say something that may hurt you, it's not going to be how you guys think it's going to be. Stay positive at this time. I keep hearing that. Stay truthful, stay honest, be respectful. Don't just speak and talk to have your point listened to or heard. Also, listen to the other person. Really listen to what they're saying. Take in what they're saying. You may need a couple of days to sit with it, to let you process what they said to you or what they are trying to convey to you, the message they're trying to convey to you. You may need to take out some time and tell this person, let's discuss this a little later, or let's find some time later on in the week or in the day, or let me come back to you in a couple of days, something like that, or a couple hours, so we can finish this conversation. There's nothing wrong with that. I definitely see an improvement in communication styles at this time with different people. Also, if you guys have maybe distanced yourself, emotionally, or I'm even seeing mentally, maybe due to a lot of life stresses, or like I said, maybe a miscommunication. The people that you have miscommunicated with in the past may come back because they don't want to end a relationship with you. They really don't want to, I keep hearing they don't want to let go of a great connection over miscommunication. Okay? Good morning, good morning. Hello. My name is Shamira, aka Mimi. Good morning, Aruna, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. How are you? Happy Thursday. Yeah, happy Thursday, the sun. Leo energy. Even though a lot of relationships you may have been in, or connections you may have been in, may not have ended on great terms. I keep hearing communication. Maybe it was a miscommunication in communication styles. Maybe you are a texter and the person is a talker. Maybe you are a talker and the person is a texter. Okay, I definitely see you guys getting over those little mishaps and stuff like that to kind of bring the relationship into harmony. I'm definitely seeing that with this world in reverse. Okay, not every ending is supposed to be a sad ending. Sometimes, unfinished business, unfinished words need to be said to help close out certain cycles, to bring in a new one. Just because you close out a certain cycle with a person does not mean you have to end a relationship with that person. Once again, think positive thoughts, okay? Because not everything it has to be that drastic. Not everything has to be, you know, crazy like that, or how you guys believe it's going to be. Okay, if you understand what I'm saying. So happy, I would say moments ahead. Happy times ahead. I'm seeing a lot of reconciliations, connecting with people, really getting over those miscommunications, those petty little arguments and stuff like that. And all those cards flew out on the floor. And I usually don't take those ones on the floor, but I'm going to take it today because I feel like it's important and it may tie into the message of the day. But the message of the day is really speak your mind, okay? Say what you mean and mean what you say. No more flaking, okay? Have a backbone when it comes to setting certain boundaries, okay? If someone is not your cup of tea, if someone is in some way making you feel hurt, okay, unappreciated and unwanted, or you guys feel like you're not heard in a relationship, let this person know. And it's a big emphasis on being respectful. Okay, something about that Gemini energy. Geminis are known to have great communication skills when they are exalted. Okay, but when they're in their negative side, their toxic side, they have this tendency to be passive aggressive. So my message for this week: try not to be passive aggressive in the way you communicate this week, whether it is through text or you guys are speaking to someone in person or even over the phone, even through email. Try to be direct. Okay, jump more into your fire energy. I'm hearing Aries, Leo, Sag, but specifically Leo with this sun card. Okay, try not to get emotionally affected by what is being said to you, and try to understand, like I said, comprehend and process what's being said to you before you respond. And if you do need to take a little bit of time, if you have that ADHD like me, sometimes it's going to take us a little longer to kind of understand what a person is trying to say, or when we're in like a certain argument or disagreement, we may take it a certain way when it's not meant like that. Okay, take your emotions out of it and step more into the logical side of the communication process when it comes to your relationships. It doesn't have to be romantic, but when it comes to also business, and you got to trying to negotiate certain things with people, but once you say what you say, once you state what you need, okay, your requirements and stuff like that, or you try to negotiate something, do not go back on your word. If you say one thing, stand on business. Don't allow someone to try to ease you or manipulate you out of what you are asking for, what you are desiring, what you are wanting. Okay. And I'm also hearing for some of you guys, if you are if this is pertaining to work, if you are trying to go, you're trying to get a raise or bonus. Once you state what you have to state, if you tell this person, hey, you know, I definitely deserve it, this is why, this person may tell you, I don't know why I'm hearing someone say, well, this job is just not for you. They may want to promote you. I don't know. I feel like someone is wanting you to earn a certain position. They want to promote you. So some of you guys may look at it like, well, I don't deserve this position. What do I deserve? Once again, try not to get overly emotional about what is being said, because this person may be trying to promote you instead of giving you a raise, or trying to promote you to a better position so you can easily get this money. So you can easily get this raise or this bonus or something like that. So once again, stay positive in the way you guys are communicating, or with whom you are communicating with. All right. Think logically. And I don't know why I'm hearing Think Like a Man by what's his name? Steve Harvey. Think Like a Man, the book he wrote. Okay, act like a woman, think like a man. If you are known to be that person who does not possess strong communication skills, specifically if you are a feminine, you may have a soft voice, you may have a soft demeanor, you may have a sweet, gentle face, and people believe in some way, somehow, that you are easy to walk all over. It's very important for you to listen to this message, okay? Jump more into your masculinity, okay, when you are demanding what you desire. Sometimes it does require for you to demand things, okay? Don't be meek when it comes time for you guys to speak up. If you are meeting people in a professional setting, be as bold as you want to be. I'm also hearing any relationship, any connection that falls away due to you being bold, due to you being direct, due to you being honest and truthful. Okay, really meaning what you say and saying what you mean. That relationship, that connection is definitely not solid. It wasn't built on a solid foundation. Most people who will leave the connection, okay, end things with you, they don't have a compassionate understanding of other people's perspective. Okay, so this week, I definitely want you guys to not only, you know, say what you mean what you say, but also try to open your mind to see other people's perspective and understand and comprehend other people's perspective, because how you're looking at things is probably not how it really is. Don't allow your emotions to misinterpret what a person is trying to tell you or what the message they're trying to convey to you. Okay? Most people's perceptions are definitely based on their own experience. Okay, their own perceptions. And it can be a little hard to kind of get people out of their own little life bubble to see things in another way. Okay? Yeah, try not to be so narrow-minded. I keep hearing that. Broaden your perspective. Broaden your mind. Try to have a little more empathy, okay, for other people. To truly understand who they are as a person. We're multi-dimensional people. Dimensional spirits. I'm going to definitely say that. It's different layers to us. We're not going to always be a certain way or the same way throughout our lives, okay? Or all the time. Depending on our mood, depending on our environment, depending on our experience at that time, you will get a different version of a certain person. So try not to assess this person for saying what they're saying to you. And look at that person as being their character as a whole. Okay? A lot of importance on having empathy for other people. And considering, at least consider, changing your perspective or seeing things in another perspective, in another way. Specifically, if you have a relationship that you guys do not want to end, once again, you should be willing to, if you would love to keep certain connections in your life, you should be willing to compromise when it comes to understanding other people. and not always jumping to end the relationships because you're having a misunderstanding. Okay. People are definitely multi-dimensional, multi-layered in their personalities and stuff like that. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna get these cards. Next message, you guys. It is, Thursday. I have not been on here in a long, long time. Okay. It's Shamira, aka Mimi. If you are new, welcome to the channel. If you guys are returning, welcome back. So the cards that fell on the floor, you guys, if you see this spread, someone around you may not be being honest with you about their intentions. Okay. So the cards you guys got was the Page of Swords. Okay. Something about that communication. Gemini energy. Miscommunication. You guys got the Two of Wands. The Four of Wands. And the Seven of Wands. Yeah, the Seven of Wands. If you're in a long-term relationship or even considering getting married for someone, this person is not being honest about their intentions of trying to marry you. And be on the lookout for like marriage fraud and stuff like that. People coming to you, want to get married to you and shit like that. I don't know why I was hearing that. Okay, so it could be true to some of you guys. You could be facing this at this time. It is cuffing season. A lot of people are not understanding the severity of how things are going in the world right now with the government shutdown and stuff like that. A lot of people are definitely getting a little desperate. So be careful of people trying to get into a relationship with you. I don't know if I put this out probably a month ago when I did speak on the cuffing season, people trying to move in with you. If you are a fire dominant person, you have a lot of charisma. You have a lot of spirit, okay? A lot of energy. People will be attracted to that type of energy. I'm hearing that and I'm seeing that with this sun. I don't know why I cannot get my words out, okay? I'm also hearing that, yeah, just expect a lot of deep conversations or a lot of, I would say, depth in the way you communicate or depth in the way you're feeling. Okay, so emotions may definitely be high at this time. Specifically, if you are disagreeing with a person that you guys may love romantically. Long-term relationship, like I said, boyfriend and girlfriend, spouse, you may be married to this person, but if you're not being satisfied in your relationship, these conversations should be had, okay? The reason for you guys getting married, if you guys are feeling unhappy in the relationship and the other person is feeling happy, you may need to discuss things about your personality. It is definitely okay to have feedback in your relationships. Because if you don't have feedback in your relationships, you really don't know what you're doing. You don't really know how you're performing or showing up as a person with other people. And sometimes you really have to understand yourself from another person's perspective. Okay, just because you don't see certain things about yourself doesn't mean that it's not true. Okay, so you may have a lot of disagreements at this time with people that you guys love, you have intimate relationships with, just specifically. Okay, I always struggle with that word. Okay, when it comes to your intimate relationships, not necessarily romantic, but say if you have like a sibling and they don't know how to speak to you, or they are being passive aggressive, it is definitely okay to tell that person, hey, I don't like your communication, the way you're talking to me, the way you're speaking to me. Just because the person does not agree with what you said about them does not make it not true. Sometimes people find it really difficult to see things about themselves that they don't believe is there. Okay. If someone is coming to you as a friend, as a family member, as a coworker, and they're telling you something about your behavior or about the way you communicate, maybe you say one thing, maybe you have a issue with speaking up. Okay, with this, say what you mean and mean what you say. I say mean what you say. Like, say what you mean and mean what you say. You guys do not keep your word. Maybe you guys break promises. Maybe you guys overpromise on certain things and you guys don't deliver. You can say one thing, but your behavior is doing something else. If someone brings this up to you at this time, try not to be defensive. Okay, really try to take out the time to see it from that person's perspective. Okay, because some of you guys have a bad habit of doing that as well. If you know you are this type of person who cannot speak up and really say what they want, you cannot get upset when your needs aren't being met in your relationships, or you guys are not satisfied. I'm definitely hearing that from someone else too. Instead of breaking up in the relationship, okay, if you guys are in a stable relationship, yeah, I'm definitely hearing that. If you're finding yourself unhappy in a relationship, and your needs aren't being met, this is the best time, the perfect time to speak on that, okay? Good morning, good morning. Hello, my name is Shamira, aka Mimi. If you guys are new, welcome to the channel. If you guys are returning, welcome back. And if you say anything out the way on this live, baby, I will block you, okay? So you have a good day. All right. I'm seeing a lot of defensiveness in you guys' communication, okay? Very defensive. I'm also hearing that if you decide after one argument, one disagreement to block a person, because I'm also getting that with this Seven of Wands. If you are in a relationship with someone, right, and it's a romantic relationship, it is very immature to, after the first argument, first disagreement, to block someone or walk away. If you are not mature enough to have a certain conversation or talk about certain topics in the relationship, like I said, especially when it comes to discussing bad behaviors or things in your behavior that is affecting the other person or that you need to improve, then you are not mature enough to be in a relationship, okay? And I definitely have to say that for someone. It is Therapy Thursday, and if you guys do not want to hear it from me, you can just go to a therapist and hear it, okay? And when it comes to telling other people, if you are being blocked because you finally decided to tell a person how you felt, or because you are pointing out how a person is dissatisfying you in the relationship and they're becoming defensive, maybe they're blocking you or stonewalling you, because I'm also getting that as well. Some people with narcissistic personality disorder, some people who cannot express their own emotions, have a difficult time accepting certain things, specifically, okay, criticism. So if you feel like you are having a conversation with someone and they always feel like they're being attacked, you may need to tweak your way of speaking, maybe your tact. But if you know you are talking to this person calmly, respectfully, and they're still taking defense to what is being said to them, this person is not mature enough to handle a conversation like this. And people who will not admit to their faults are definitely people you have got to keep your distance from. Okay, people who do not see their own flaws. They like to point out yours. Okay, don't like to take accountability. And if you say anything to them, it sounds like criticism. If anyone breaks up with you in a relationship because you guys are speaking truth, that relationship is not built on a serious or a healthy foundation. Okay? It's definitely not the relationship for you or that person. And that person will constantly go through the same issues in their relationships, no matter who they're with. Really look at when you guys are connecting with people romantically. Look at how they are, how they react, how they communicate with other people, how they behave with other people, and other people's, I would say, problems or other people's quarrels with them. Look into the root cause of the quarrels between that person you guys are dating or with in a romantic relationship and the other people around them. Like, how are they with their coworkers? How are they with their neighbors? How are they with their, family members, their friends? Do every single time this person comes to you and tell you that they have a conflict, okay? I'm looking at this as conflict. They have a verbal conflict. Is it always based on the other person doing something to them? They never can, I would say, take accountability, or they can never admit their faults. Anyone who does not admit their fault and the first thing they want to do is block you. As far as communication, they want to cut off communication automatically when they hear anything. Like I said, if they look at it as criticism, they blame you for making them feel emotionally uncomfortable. That person is not equipped to hear anything. So when you speak to this person just hear lies, and they may put their ears up like this woman is covering her ears. It's like the man is trying to speak to her and she has her back turned. Like, I don't want to hear shit you got to say. And her ear is like covering up. She's covering up with her hand because she doesn't want to hear it. If you find yourself behaving in this way, you may need to reevaluate your maturity level, and you may need to work on that. Just because a person is telling you something about yourself that you feel like you may need to improve, okay? I can take my fucking words out. Does not mean that a person is attacking you. They could be definitely telling you to improve yourself for the better. Okay? So try not to take everything personal. Try not to take everything in a negative way. But understand where the person is coming from. Okay? Everyone is entitled to give you feedback about how you are showing up in the relationship with them and how you are as a person. Okay? All of us has room. We definitely have room to grow in our life personally and also in our relationships. Okay? So that is my message of the day. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Tell the truth. Be respectful. Be honest. Be willing to listen. Okay? After you say we have to say listen and take it in, process what is being said to you. Okay? So no more stalking people, blocking them, and then stalking them afterwards. That's very, very childish and immature. Okay? And if you have people around you who need to do this or who have a tendency to do this, to heal themselves. So allow them to themselves if they decide to block you based off of communication because you guys are not communicating with you or with them the way they want you to. Leave them be. Okay? If they cannot understand it, leave them. There's no need to argue, fuss, and stuff like that. I'm going to end this this message for the day, okay? So I hope you guys have had a beautiful, beautiful day so far. And a beautiful weekend. You guys can expect me to come around maybe on Friday if I have the energy, if I have time. I did something good for me to improve me in my life. So I'm proud of myself. I want to share it with you guys, but I don't feel like I'm ready to. So whenever I do get the time, the energy to, really share that, I definitely would share it with you guys. But it's nothing but great things, okay? So expect a lot of great things coming your way. Even if it doesn't seem that way at this moment, I know some people are definitely being affected by what is going on in the world right now. Okay? Hurricanes and stuff like that. Living situations, people really going through it. As well as, the whole government thing. Some people going to work and not getting paid and stuff like that. Some people being affected by the SNAP and everything like that. So my heart does go out to people who are experiencing them at this time. Expect a lot of great things coming your way. It may not seem like that at this moment, but positive, okay? Stay positive. Everything's going to be okay. I promise you. Just give yourself time to everything. And also give yourself a plan. Sometimes when things like this happen, it kind of get us out of our comfort zone to kind of show us what we're made of, to kind of show us that, we do have power over our life no matter what is happening externally. Some circumstances we cannot help, others we can. We can definitely control how we respond to it. I shouldn't have done that. I definitely shouldn't have done. I don't know. I'm gonna leave this right here. But I just want you guys to be happy. Okay, be happy with life overall. Okay, definitely be happy with life. Be satisfied with life, because it definitely could be worse. And it's not to invalidate other people's emotions or their feelings or what they're going through, their experiences, but staying up all night with this, you see this Nine of Swords through the little bag? Staying up all night, worrying yourself about things that are out of your control is going to put you in a certain place that is going to make your experience even worse. So please, believe me when I say everything is definitely going to be okay. I promise you. I don't know how, I don't know why, but don't worry about that. Calm yourself down. Take a few breaths. Connect with nature. Go outside. Say a little mantra. Say a little prayer. And I promise you, you'll definitely be in a better mood. Okay? Stargate of Orion, self-discovery, and Silver Wolf. I'll give you guys a message a little later, probably a little later today. If not today, maybe later on this week. Like I said, maybe Friday. I have to say maybe, because maybe, okay? I don't know how my schedule is going to look like. But I definitely miss you guys, and I will see you guys next time, okay? So, yeah. I'll see you guys later. Bye.